Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, got to turn them up. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Real glad about it too. You know, I hope that God always keeps me in the frame of mind to try to be sharing and try to be motivational and uplifting, even when it's not felt or wanted by some people. I have people around me who seem to not benefit at all for anything, and I can sit with them and talk to them or take meetings with them to try to encourage them, and for whatever reason, you know, they want to just keep going the way they're going. When you run into people like that, you have to pray for them. You have to just hope that one day that they release the chains on their mind and open up your mind to a new way of thinking. A couple of things I wanted to go over with you. I want you to all today, in terms of motivation, I want you to be aware of statements or old sayings that have been created that you hear over the course of time, and you may be applying them to your life, and I want you to be careful of some of them. Because some of these old sayings, man, are not designed for people who are dreamers, are not designed for people who have any aspirations of being extraordinary. These are not designs or sayings that people who want to be extremely successful at anything or have high aspirations to put these sayings into your life. Let me give you an example. Statistics say. That's it. That's the one I want you to be careful about. Statistics say. Be very careful of stats. When a person says, you know, statistics say 1 out of every, what? See, listen to me. These are things that sound like they're good, sound, solid advice, but they're setting you up for failure. And you can't adhere yourself to a lot of these sayings that's been passed down from generations, and it's not scripture. It ain't in the scripture nowhere that statistics say. It's just some people. And a lot of people who have lost have come up with these sayings to justify why they keep losing or why they lost. When I was first got started in the business, there were more stand-ups around now than it is today, because the comedy boom in 84, 85 was it was gaining a lot of momentum. It was comedy clubs, comedy nights everywhere. The statistic that a guy told me, I told him I wanted to be on the Johnny Carson show, the Tonight Show. The guy said 1 out of every 2,000 comedians ever make it to the Tonight Show. Okay. Now, when he told us that, some of the comedians in the room went, well, wow, man, that's rough. Because a guy had also said that there was approximately 6,000 comedians in the country at that time. I don't know if it was true. I'm just telling you, a guy was out there spewing numbers. I have no idea how many it was. But he said 1 in every 2,000 will make it to the Tonight Show. And he let the air out of everybody in the room but me. So every night before I went on stage, I used to do this right here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. That was the Tonight theme song. Now, I was young, opening act, nowhere near Hollywood. I was in Cleveland telling jokes at one-nighters, but that was my thing. Because I was bent and determined that if it's 1 in 2,000, okay, why don't I just be the one? Be careful when people say statistics say, because they are set up for failure if you're going to adhere to them. See, that 1 in so many people win the lottery, but if you don't play the lottery, you ain't going to be the one to hit. Now, when the dude hit you, go, wow, he was lucky, but he played. Here's another one. Maybe it's not meant to be. All right, let's go one step further. I guess it wasn't the Lord's will. Don't you dare blame God for something you may have not done yourself. Because you didn't get the proper education, because you didn't do the things you were supposed to do, because you didn't stay to the task, because you quit, turned around, and went the other way. Now, maybe it wasn't the Lord's will. These are all statements that sound like sound advice, but they ain't all the time got nothing to do with you. Stop letting these old fogey sayings get in your way of what can happen in your life. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Why? Who came up with this? Who came up with it? If you don't pour all your efforts into one thing, how are you going to be great at that one thing? If Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird had not played basketball sun up to sundown, Magic Johnson didn't go to Michigan to get an education. Larry Bird ain't go to Indiana to get an education. These cats was balling. Michael Jordan didn't go to North Carolina to get an education. They went to play ball. They went to do one thing. Tiger Woods didn't go to Stanford to get an education. He went to play golf. Soon as he got good enough, he gone. These is guys that put all their eggs in one basket. See, what's cool with putting all your eggs in one basket is you now can maximize your effort and laser beam what you're doing. Your problem is all you got to do is make sure what is your basket made out of. If your basket is made out of faith, hope, hard work, and belief, then guess what? That's a good basket. I'm dumping all mine in it. Because ever since I was a young dude, I've been telling jokes. One thing only. Even when it got ugly and I was living in a car, I never quit telling them jokes, man. I just kept believing that them jokes was going to pay me one day. And I'd be doggone if it didn't. I ain't take no time off, go work at the Walmart, get me a job, go back to Ford and beg for my job back. Hey, man, put all your eggs in a basket. Just make sure that your basket is made up of faith, hope, belief, hard work. Your basket woven by God, what you tripping for? And then here's another one. Let me throw this one at you. Always have a plan B. That's another loser statement. Why do you have a plan B? Listen to me. In order to have a plan B, you have to stop working on plan A to formulate plan B. In order to have plan B to fall back on, you now have to stop your time working on plan A to apply some effort to have a plan B, so in case plan A don't work, you can fall back on plan B. Really? Who told you that? People ask me all the time, well, Steve, that don't make no sense. You ain't got no plan B. Suppose plan A don't work. Then I just go get another plan A. I'm going to put all my eggs in a basket. If you have plan B, you are planning on plan A not working. Man, you're defeating yourself. Where is your faith? Where is your belief? Where is your trust? At one point in time, you got to believe that God can do what he say he gonna do, because he done it for others. He'll most certainly do it for you. Be careful of these sayings that's out here that's aligned by losers and people to justify why they are not succeeding. Don't apply this stuff to your life and it ain't got nothing to do with you. You're gonna mess yourself up. Get your plan A, make it work. If it don't ever come to pass, get another plan A. All right? Okay.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The introductions will be different today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cleveland Browns. Them damn Browns done won again.
Really?
The Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield. Chubb. Miles Neal. Yes, Lord, gracious God, thank you.
It's been a good year for you, Mr. Harvey.
Father God, 5 wins, technically 6. We count the ties of victory.
Wow.
Hell yeah, we count ties as victories when
That's
you ain't won
historic,
a
isn't
game
it?
in 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
As a win, a tie.
Boy, let me tell you something. The Cleveland Browns beat the Carolina Panthers. That Cam is my dude. Mm-hmm. But boy, to whip the Panthers. But then let me say this, what had my heart a little heavy on yesterday, even though I was relishing in the joy of winning the game, Texans lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we know.
We know. We have to bring it up.
We know.
Oh, he
you ain't
brought
gotta
it
tell
up
us.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on that.
On
with it.
purpose.
Texans lost on the
Yeah.
Sunday that the Browns won.
Mm-hmm.
That's historic, isn't it? That's never happened, has it?
That's like, it's such a happy, sad time here on the morning show.
What was it last week?
Last week, yesterday, the damn Browns won. And yesterday, the Texans lost. Now, do you want to go back to last week? We can go back to 2 weeks ago when the Browns won again.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, congratulations,
Yeah.
brother.
That's great.
No. Don't congratulate
Who y'all
me
playing in the
with that
playoffs?
tone.
Who y'all playing in the playoffs?
Don't congratulate me in that tone. We don't know if we even gonna make the playoffs. Who y'all playing in the playoffs?
I don't know. We
you
gonna play
don't know that
somebody.
either.
Shots
So, well,
fired right there. That was shots fired.
We gonna
You know
play
what I'm saying?
somebody.
Well, you know what? Playing somebody and beating somebody, two different damn things. But for a team that went from no wins to 5 wins,
Yeah.
that's all. And dog, and you can't really bust my bubble. Not at all. Not in the least bit.
I don't understand what being a Cleveland Brown fan. Y'all.
Man,
5
please.
wins?
Dog, you can't know.
Dog, and he is
That was
standing
5
ovation for him. You hear me?
Dog,
5 wins.
greatest thing, man.
What they doing in Cleveland this morning?
Oh, dog. Oh, they still drunk from last night. And hey, man, let me ask you something. The Saints pulled the game out yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I missed this last play with New England, I didn't see this.
Ooh, Miami.
What happened?
I missed this
My-
play,
New
everybody.
England
That was the second greatest joy of my Sunday.
New England lost.
Well, okay, New England lost, but
Yeah, it takes a minute to describe
Yeah.
the play.
I want to hear this.
Okay.
All right, we're coming back, and when we do come back, Steve's going to talk to us about the last play with the New England Patriots team. We'll be back at 32 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, right before we went to break, Tommy asked you about the very last play of the New England game. Now, what happened?
I
Look at
like
this
it.
Browns. Man.
Yeah.
I like it.
The whole
Well, the New England and Miami Dolphins was in a back-to-back battle game all along. Lead, no lead, low lead. Then here come New England doing what they do, made a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we down to the last play, fourth down. I can't remember if it was 9, 11, or 13 seconds on the clock. But it was fourth down. This was their last play. If they don't get this first down, that's it. So they were thinking a Hail Mary into the end zone. So New England put on defense Gronkowski, number 87, they big tight end. He playing back deep, to knock the ball down or catch it so nobody else will catch it, right? So they put him back deep safety on defense. Tannehill, I think that's his name for the Miami Dolphins, fades back. He goes back, throws a mid-range pass over the middle. The guy catches it, takes a few steps, turns and laterals it, kind of like a push pass lateral to a guy coming. He head down the sidelines. They close in on him. He fake like he gonna throw it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. It was 1, 2. I think it was just 2 people that touched it. He faked like he was going to throw it to somebody else, then cut across the middle and broke back towards the sideline. Last person to get him was Gronkowski. Gronkowski broke, then Gronkowski stumbled, then Gronkowski dove.
Yeah.
This dude ran in the end zone and threw that damn ball out the stadium.
New England lost on last
Wow.
Hey, man, on the last play of the game, but if you'd have seen Tom Brady's face,
He was mad.
if you'd have seen them holding their helmets, you'd have seen the disbelief on Miami's team. Oh, it was a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So wonderful.
That was the second thing. You was great.
So you had an outstanding weekend.
Oh, he had a great Sunday, look like that, don't it?
Man, you don't even know how. I was just sitting up in here just, I was so sad by the Houston Texans.
Okay.
Oh, you were
Lord.
Yeah, it was such a happy, sad moment. 'Cause I couldn't
happy,
share.
sad, happy, sad.
Happy, sad. I was happy. I was ecstatic that the Browns won. I was overjoyed that the Patriots lost.
Mm-hmm.
And then this crushing blow
Aw.
came in with the loss to the Houston.
Well, later in the morning, we're going to go through all of the Week 14 NFL wins and losses and see how Pimpin did. Anyway, Steve, yeah.
When y'all going through that?
Later on this morning, in the 9 o'clock Eastern
I thought
hour,
you should
sir.
do it now.
No, not right now. We'll give it a little time. We have lots of
Okay.
stuff to cover. Yeah.
Give it some time.
Give it a little time. Let it marinate a little bit. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
Let
Yeah.
it simmer.
Mhm. Yeah. You got to talk about your Cleveland win for most of the morning until we actually get to week 14.
I probably ain't gonna mention it no more.
Yeah, right.
I don't believe you. I swear I
Mentioned
don't
it like
believe
1,000 times
you.
already.
You didn't even introduce us this morning. You introduced the Browns.
Right.
We're not even on it. Like the Cleveland Browns doing this show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Baker
Nick
Mayfield.
Chubb. Miles Garrett.
Yeah. He went back to Jim Brown.
Yeah. That's who. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah. But, I mean, it has to be a good feeling, though, because Cleveland's had.
I mean,
It's a great feeling.
5 wins from 3 years of no wins. That's unbelievable. That's amazing.
But we competitive in all the games.
Oh yeah. You're close. Yeah, that Baker Mayfield. Can I ask a
He
question?
bad boy. He got a good
Can I ask
quarterback.
Go
I
ahead.
need to ask a question.
Come
Is
on.
it Baker Mayfield that's changed the team around, or is it the whole team?
No, it's a number of things.
Okay.
It's not just
It
Baker
seems like when you
Mayfield.
listen to it, everybody's giving Baker Mayfield all.
Well, I
the
mean,
credit.
look, man, we needed a quarterback desperately.
Okay.
And we love his name, don't forget, Jay.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
So he's the best quarterback we've seen in years.
Okay.
And he has a lot to do with the success because of his attitude. But we got a running game. We got a defense. We got that boy out of Ohio State that got the concussion.
Ward.
Yeah. Denzel Ward. We got defensive line. We got a defense that runs to the ball.
Is he
Shirley,
cute?
is he cute?
What does got to do with anything?
You only like him if they're cute, Shirley.
Yeah, that is everything to do with everything. Okay, go on. Sorry.
And that's it, man. And, them boys is like hustling. And now that we got Hugh Jackson out of there, it's a different mindset in the locker room. You know, it's a different mindset. They're even better football team now without Hugh Jackson.
So have they made all the changes that you wanted them to make, Steve?
No, hell no. We still got some.
Who else? What else you want him to make?
Wow, that's a blow.
We got to get
He's giving this some
a
thought.
little stronger offensive line.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We got a pretty good receiving team. I ain't mad at the running backs. Quarterback is good. Got it. So
Y'all might be all right in a couple of years.
What made him keep the coach so damn long? Because
I don't know what he got on that owner.
He had
got
something on
pictures of that
somebody.
owner with a monkey or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, pictures on the owner, I
He got
think.
some of that owner, man, with a monkey or something. He got something on that damn owner. What?
something of somebody in a hat with a monkey. It's
Yeah.
something, we don't know what it is.
But there was a monkey.
Tom.
What did you say? What, Steve?
No, I can't say that.
You know when you censor yourself.
Yeah, you know it's bad.
Yeah,
when he
it's pretty
censors
bad.
himself, right?
Yeah, when he censors himself, yeah. We
gonna
absolutely
be ignorant,
will
right?
be out of work.
Something with a monkey. It's something with a...
Coming up next, Reverend Motown, Deacon Def Jam are here for church complaints. Coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, the musical celebration for Quincy Jones was last night. Keith Sweat, Teddy Riley, and more of the New Jack Swing music era got keys to the city of Harlem. We'll talk about it at the top of the hour. But right now, it's Monday, and you know what goes down on Monday. It's time for Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam with church complaints. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Boy, that boy can count that thing.
Go. We are here. You know, I decided that I would be more professional and be counted in like they do Steve on the TV show. You know, they count him in.
Yeah, they count Tommy in too. I seen them. They do.
So I decided that I'm gonna get counted in now.
Yeah, well, I need somebody to count me in too.
No, I bring you in. See, right after I do this here, that's you then. We're not gonna do a count, and then I come in another count.
I was gonna count myself.
No, then you ain't got to do that, cause that ain't gonna come across good.
Okay, well go ahead.
See, 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are here for church complaints.
That's right.
Let us begin with this nonsense, Deacon Def Jam.
All right, Pastor, let's get started here. The prison ministry casino night went bad this past Saturday. 2 people got shanked and 4 people with their arms broke all over some play money, Pastor, that was down in the basement. You're going to have to talk to the prison ministry. They seem to get out of hand when they throwing something.
See, what y'all fail to realize is you can have these former inmates that's just getting out and charging them because they're bringing that mentality over here with them. Now, then they're playing cards for commissary and all that. This ain't play money to them.
All right.
They're in there
But
shanking
it's
people.
Monopoly
and
money
everything.
is all
Wait
it
a minute,
was, though.
They're in there shanking people and all this here. We ain't finna put up with it. We're going to stop the prison ministry.
Right.
When you get out of
Well,
prison, don't come to this church.
Well, I'm not going to be the one to tell the prison ministry that they are canceled. Now, I'm not going to tell them.
Well,
that.
I'm just telling you right now how we're going to do it. We're just going to cut the prison ministry out.
Well, but you're going to have to tell them that, and that's the
You're
problem.
going to have to tell them that because they're going to all end up going back anyhow.
Oh, okay.
Let them go to church in prison.
Say what?
Coming out here shanking people. Who wants to get stabbed?
No one, Pastor.
Well, hello.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna tell them, Deacon, because you started this ministry.
No, I didn't. I didn't start.
Yes, you did. You came in there with your nephew talking about he needed salvation, and you started the ministry. Now you gonna have to be the one bring it on.
Well, I'm gonna call them from
Bring
long
it
distance.
on.
I'm not gonna.
Next.
I'm not gonna. I can't tell this to their face like that.
You can tell it to their ass if they want to, but you're gonna get it broke off.
He's scared, Pastor.
You got to tell it to their face.
He's scared.
I'm not getting shanked for this. I tell you that
he's
now.
scared, Pastor. Next, Deacon, you better move along.
All right, here we go. Pastor, we have an issue. Brother Clarence Finley, has not been to church, Pastor, in 3 weeks. Now, here's the deal. He is locked inside his house. Apparently, he is 3 months behind, and the landlord has bolted and locked him in the house, and he can't get out. So, and the landlord is not going to let him out until somebody come out there and pay. He's been calling, trying to get us. He's 3 months behind.
Well, I don't see what the problem is. I consider, see right there, Deacon, this go right along with your prison ministry. Ain't this similar to house arrest?
Well, I don't.
Very close.
Well, he's strapped in there,
He
Pastor.
can't come out. He 3 months behind. He in there watching TV, eating, drinking.
Well, he's out of food. I do know that.
Well, he out of food. Well, take something around there. We're going to make some plates after service. And take a couple plates around there with some foil.
Pastor, the man is 3 months behind. If we help him with his rent, then he'll be able to come out the house and come on back to
You
church.
said he was hungry.
Yeah.
So if we pay rent, ain't he still going to be hungry? Fix the problem that you can fix, Deacon. Now, we can fix the hunger.
Yeah,
We ain't got no 3 months back rent. Not at this church.
All right, Pastor.
We're a month and a half back on the mortgage on this here building.
Ooh. Take more offerings. Take up more offerings.
Exactly. Now, here's a new situation. I want you to bear with me, Pastor. We have 3 members that have been arguing and fighting over who was going to lead the caroling for Christmas time, because they go around doing the caroling.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor, I'm going to have to let you decide on this because it's pretty rough on me here. I'm going to let you figure out who you want. Now, first we have Brother Donnie Dixon. Please take a listen to Brother Donnie Dixon.
Pass me not, O gentle Savior, hear my boy cry, while on others thou art calling.
Thank you.
That's not a carol.
I don't understand why is he in the running? First of all, that ain't even a Christmas song.
Thank you.
Here is Sister Reba Joyce. Pastor, please take a listen.
No weapon formed against me, no, shall prosper. Now, it won't work. He will do what he said he would do. He will stand by your side. He will come through.
Thank you. Lord have mercy. And last but not least, Pastor,
I like her.
Loretta.
I like her. I like all that Fantasia style ass holler.
Sister,
No.
I like
Sister Loretta Bibbs
I like
is
a
last,
good run
Pastor.
for no reason. Go ahead.
Right at
Go
all.
ahead, Sister Loretta Bibbs.
Amazing grace.
No, I can tell you didn't know.
How sweet the sound that saved
Come on now.
a wretch
Deacon.
like me.
Thank you.
Deacon.
Thank you. Go ahead, Pastor.
Too much slavery.
Thank you.
Too
Thank
much.
you. Well,
Damn,
you're gonna
we
have
free now. What is we singing like the hounds is coming for?
Cussing, Pastor. All right, we got to go. Sorry, guys.
I like that second lady.
All
I
right.
like that. People ought to do that.
All right, well, coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Q85, a musical celebration for Quincy Jones. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at 34 after the hour, our very own Grinch, the one and only J. Anthony Brown, is going to murder another hit. But first, in today's entertainment news, last night the stars came out to salute the man, the hero, the legend that is Quincy Jones. Oprah Winfrey, Stevie Wonder, Fantasia, Usher, Jennifer Hudson, Charlie Wilson, Danny Glover, LL Cool J, John Legend, Will Smith, and more. Take a listen.
Welcome to Q85. This is a musical celebration for our beloved Quincy Jones, a man, a hero, an icon.
Quincy Jones was, is, and will always be the dude.
I love it. I love it. Great show. It was really
Cute,
a
baby.
spectacular show. Yeah. I'm so glad they're giving him his flowers while he's still here.
Yeah, that's probably the worst
right.
clip we could have played, though. Might have been a great show, but the worst clip we could have possibly played.
What didn't you like about it?
What did it say?
Oh. Well, what did you want it to say that it didn't
What
say?
crazy ass clip? What did it say?
What did you want it to say? Do you
I
need to
wanted
hear it
to hear
again?
a tribute or something. Somebody. Who? I ain't know. Oprah did talking, and then that was it.
You wanted to hear Q say something. Killer Joe, his music in the background. Yeah.
I'm gonna find you a clip, dog. Let me find you.
Man, thank you.
The worst
You
possible
hold tight,
clip
I'll
we
get
could have
one.
ever played.
I'm surprised you weren't there, Steve.
What did it say?
Oh, my God.
They don't ask me to come do stuff like
Well, the stars were there to celebrate Q's 85th birthday and his contributions to music, film, and television, his work as a humanitarian, and success as a Grammy Award-winning singer, composer, and producer, plus highlighting his relationship with Michael Jackson. And you know, that was a bond right there. I mean, the hits that they made together. Oh, Lord.
Hit after hit
Yeah.
after hit.
Mm-hmm. And Steve, you know Quincy, and of course you knew Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah, I knew Quincy pretty good. I've been in his house a couple times. Great brother, man. I love the dude.
Yeah.
I love him. I love him. He deserves everything he gets, man. He's so powerful in the music business.
He changed music. He really did. Man.
Yeah. Such a
Definitely.
great producer. Yeah.
But he knew music.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Oh yeah.
he knew music, man.
Yep, ins and outs.
He knew bands. He wasn't just dropping beats and sampling stuff. He was
No.
writing music. You're right. That's what he was doing.
Writing music.
Writing.
Composing.
Right.
No.
Yes.
Whole nother level.
Yeah.
No,
You
he
writing
on a whole
symbols?
nother thing. He doing stuff that artists today and even I would know nothing about.
Yeah, remember We Are the World back in that.
Oh,
in the-
yeah, man.
with Michael Jackson and
Classic.
to put all those stars in one room and get something like that. That song was incredible. All those
And the
Michael
first time
Jackson.
First time you saw it, you had chills. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is great. Yeah.
To Bob Dylan.
We are the world.
He works for
You
his fans,
silly.
Steve.
Bob Dylan said, man, you still mad about that part?
Man,
That was in the 80s, right? 85 or something.
You don't let
Steve?
go of that.
Nothing.
couple things I
Nothing.
wouldn't let him.
There's a price we'll pay.
Well, another entertainment news. A lot of stuff going on. We'll get to it as the morning goes on. But, Steve, right now it is time for today's headlines. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news, and welcome to a new week, and here we are. Well, it's official. White House Chief of Staff John Kelly is out by the end of this year. Kelly, a retired Marine general who has served as Trump's chief of staff since July of last year. The president hasn't named his replacement, but suggests that we'll hear the name sometime in the coming days. Was kind of interesting. Word was that Vice President Pence's chief of staff, Nick Ayers, was going to be the person who replaced it, but he took his name out of contention. He says he wants to move back to Georgia. In other words, he doesn't want the job. But the White House says that he won't be assuming that position. General Kelly reportedly once referred to Confederate General Robert E. Lee as an honorable man and said that only a lack of compromise led to the Civil War. That's what Kelly, the outgoing chief of staff, the Trump White House, said. The U.S. State Department reaffirming the Trump administration's support for the coalition led by the Saudis in Yemen. That statement coming after U.S. senators vowed to end the U.S. role in the war, a position prompted by the brutal murder of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi. In North Carolina, police in Lumberton and the FBI say a suspect under arrest for the kidnapping and murder of a 13-year-old girl named Hania Aguilar. The 34-year-old man, Michael Ray McClellan, is in custody, charged with first-degree murder, first-degree forcible rape, kidnapping, abduction, so many other things, including concealment of a death. Police say the victim was kidnapped when she went out to start her aunt's SUV before school. She was pushed inside the vehicle, police say, by the suspect, and then he took off with her in it, stealing the car. Her body discovered in a body of water several weeks later. A storm continues to pound the southeast this morning with snow and ice and gusty winds. It so far caused a cancellation of hundreds of air flights, caused hundreds of traffic accidents, and the storm's already brought freezing rain or snow to parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, and Arkansas. David Roth of the National Weather Service says the heaviest of the snow expected in North Carolina, Virginia this morning, and that the levels could break some records.
Some places might get what the equivalent of a year of snowfall is for that area. You can end up with black ice on the roads. So that's going to be a concern over the next several days for this area.
The governors of North Carolina and Virginia have declared states of emergency. Meanwhile, they're asking people to stay off the roads if they can. Thousands of homes and businesses without power. Many school districts already canceled classes for today. Sad news, Black American industrial designer Charles Harrison has died at 87. Charles Harrison redesigned and refashioned hundreds of consumer products. He's responsible for the big plastic trash pan, with the wheels, the trash can that you can pull. The see-through measuring cup. He redesigned the Kenmore sewing machine, the riding lawnmower, the cordless shaver, even this 3D Viewmaster. Charles Harrison, a native of Shreveport, Louisiana. And tops of the box office for the third weekend in a row. Ralph breaks the internet.
All you gotta do is find a part to fix your game. Everything goes back to the way it was.
But where are we gonna find that?
The internet.
Back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, he is back. Steve, you're headed back to Bangkok, Thailand this week to host the Miss Universe pageant.
Bangkok.
You've never been, huh? Did I say heading back? Heading to Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand. I know. I'm thinking heading back to the Miss America, a Miss Universe pageant. Okay. Anyway, you're heading
wild
to...
in Bangkok now. You do know that, don't you? They get wild over the airport.
Do they really?
Like, when you say wild, what do you mean?
It's crazy. They say it's bananas. Like New Orleans, like Bourbon Street times 20.
Whoa.
No. Me and my wife going to be in our hotel suite. Y'all be looking out the window at the river. I already saw my suite and everything.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I know where I'm staying, everything. I ain't got to worry about it. But
you won't be out in the wildness, Steve?
No.
Partake in the wildness?
Not now, huh? Maybe back in the day.
I wasn't going to partake in no Bangkok wildness ever.
Well, Junior
you know what? That's just a city you don't want to get in trouble in.
No,
you really don't.
No.
You don't
be
want
over there and have something in your mouth you've never heard of before.
Man, you don't want to be in the news. Steve Harvey gets in trouble in Bangkok.
Yeah.
You don't even care what it is.
And when something happens, all they say is, Bangkok's got him now.
Yeah.
Bangkok has to let him go.
Man, I'm through.
What? Oh, you ought to at least walk down the street at least once.
I'm going to go down the streets a couple times. I won't be going off. I don't do them adventures.
Well, Junior's going to be there. Somebody's got to hang out with Junior.
Yeah. Go up and see the wild Bangkok. No, we ain't. We're going to see what's cross street from the hotel. Gonna turn this one corner, gonna get her ass on back.
I'm going to take Unc out. We're going to go out. We're going to go have lunch.
Hey, dog. Junior. You ain't taking Unc nowhere. Listen to me.
Steve, it's
I
a
got
beautiful
you, Unc.
country. You don't want to go
go
see
out
it?
late at night and experience the city, man.
Late at night.
Or at least in the daytime and go take some pictures, some selfies.
Yeah, we gonna go
You
to
got to
it.
post something
Let
on
me
the
pull up what
gram.
you're supposed to do in Bangkok.
Well, first of all, let me explain something to y'all. The flight is forever.
Like, it's 20-something hours? How long?
It's 24 to whatever.
24, okay.
So I'll be in the air for 21, and I'm 15 hours ahead
Oh, wow.
of L.A.
So here's an aside question.
So I don't know when I'm getting there. I think I get there Sunday.
Uh-huh.
I mean, man, it's really nice, man.
Yeah. He up
It's
there in the
really
front.
nice.
I'm in the back up here sleeping upright.
You back in the back standing up.
Yeah,
flying,
I'm standing
okay.
up. I push my button to recline. I move 2 inches. I'll be good.
All right, so the Miss Universe pageant, the 3-hour event, will be live Sunday night on Fox at 7 p.m. Eastern. Congratulations, Steve. Coming up next, he is here, J. Anthony Brown, to murder another hit right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, introduce him. He's here.
Well,
What's wrong?
if you don't feel like being in the Christmas spirit, here it is.
No, I don't write happy Christmas songs because there's enough of those. happy Christmas songs get lost in the shuffle with all them deck the halls. Who the hell want to hear that over and over?
The market is oversaturated.
I write for the sad and downtrodden. That's
Grinch.
all the way. Hit it. Hello there. It's Christmas time again. I can't believe it's here, man. I'm so unprepared. The time just passed me by. I'm still eating candy from a Halloween night. I'm about to have a turkey pie. Oh, damn, it's Christmas. The mall's overcrowded, Black Friday, people inside are fighting. I grabbed the last week on the shelf. Oh, lady, please. Nobody. My funds are low today. I can't even put stuff on layaway. My wallet just says no way. Oh, damn, it's Christmas. Just short for Christmas. Low fun this Christmas. I'll be broke this Christmas. No hoes, hoes, hoes.
You're a mean one, Mr.
Go
Grinch.
ahead, Jay.
Singing to somebody. That's right. To somebody.
Refuse to
Make no
move.
damn sense.
They be hitting some notes, too, boy.
Too many happy Christmas songs out there.
Many of 'em. Every year.
Short for
Every year somebody got a Christmas album. Happy this, happy that. I'm in a lane all by myself.
Yeah, you
That's
are.
where I want to be. Thank you very much.
Got a tree up, Jay?
No.
Did he insult you, Jay? Did he offend you, Jay?
Hell no.
Jay, I can't imagine my house ain't no tree.
Right. Especially if
But
I'm
Jay,
in
you
town.
have grandchildren. You have
Yeah.
grandchildren.
Well, if they want to see tree, go to their other granddaddy house because this one ain't got one.
Well,
Golly,
please tell me
man.
you buy them gifts, Jay. Please tell me that.
Yeah, I buy gifts. I buy them gifts. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
It ain't
And
good
what you
gifts,
don't
huh?
put them
They
on
ain't
yeah,
happy
you don't
gifts.
put it under the tree though. That's
It's just sitting up on the coffee table.
right.
It's just sitting up on the coffee
In a
table.
It ain't
chair.
wrapped or nothing.
No.
Right.
Got a receipt on it.
Still got
Hey,
the- it's
that
in a
laptop
bag with
over
the
there, that's
receipt.
yours. That's how Jay passed that gift.
Oh, it's still in the bag, Jay?
Yeah, with the receipt in case they want to take it back. You never know. You never know.
Who want an iPhone?
Yeah.
All right, well, guess I'll keep myself.
This is so sad.
Hey, that bike over there, that's yours, little man. Ain't no guessing nothing.
Jay, you have to do better. We're gonna have to help.
We working on it.
Yeah, celebrate Christmas.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I done known him way longer than all y'all. You can stop. It's deep in him.
Have you ever invited him over to your house, Steve, for Christmas? Maybe that'll help.
I'm not having his unhappy ass up around me. Mess my damn holiday up trying to cheer his old bitter ass up.
But he's by himself, Steve. Where's he gonna eat and stuff? Christmas.
That's where
dinner.
he need to be, by his damn self. You that evil? Nobody want your unhappy ass at their house.
But he's gotta eat Christmas dinner, Steve.
I'm fine.
He don't have a Christmas tree.
Sad.
And he got diabetes. I'm not finna be doing all that.
What does he got to do with it?
Because you know he can't eat them yams. You know that.
Yeah, he over here sad. We can't have no cake.
It's too much. All right. Coming up next is the nephew. He's got the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, you can't hide a beautiful body. You heard me.
Okay.
You can't
Get naked.
hide a beautiful body. You know, nobody said nothing about naked Tommy, okay? Right
Well,
now.
if you ain't going to hide it, you got to let it out. If you're going to let it out, you got to get naked. What is we talking about?
Okay, we're talking about the prank right now. That's what we're talking about. What do
Got
you
that
have?
too.
What do you
Shoplifter. Shoplifter. Get him on the phone. Shoplifter.
Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to reach a Tanya, please.
This is she.
Hi, Tanya. My name is Daniel. I'm the head of store security here at your job.
Yes?
Listen, I'm trying to see, I'm going to have to, I know today's your day off. I'm looking at the schedule here. It seems that you don't come back in until Saturday. I'm trying to see if it's possible I can get you to come to the store. There's a bit of a situation I want to discuss with you. There's about $1,800 worth of merchandise missing from the store.
What?
Yeah, it's about $1,800 worth of merchandise, and we definitely know that this is a in-house situation. This is not someone walking in shoplifting. This is definitely an in-house situation with employees who have evidently been shoplifting from the store, taking things, and we want to get down to the roots of the problem.
Okay, so what you calling me for?
Well, ma'am, it's been brought to my attention that there's a possibility that you may be part of this situation. And
Part of the situation? I ain't no thief. I don't steal. You don't call my house accusing me of stealing. I ain't stole nothing from no body.
Okay, well, hang on, ma'am. What I'm trying to do is just trying to
Hang on, my you trying to say I done stole something, and I ain't stole the thing.
Okay, wait just a second. Now, here, do you have a sister named Cynthia?
Yeah, what about her?
Well, now, it seems that here on some of the footage that we have on camera, that it's a possibility that it seems like your sister's actually wearing some of the merchandise that we sell here in the store. And
Okay, just because she wearing something that we sell in the store don't mean that I stole it.
well, we don't see where she's at. I've backed the footage up as far as I could. I don't see any footage of where she purchased this particular merchandise. And my assumption is maybe you gave it to her.
I ain't gave her and just because you don't see where somebody purchased it don't mean that it's been stolen.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to just get to the chase of this, Tanya. What I'm going to have to do is this. If I can't get you to come to the store, ma'am, and matter of fact, here's another question for you before I go any further. You have children at all, Tanya?
Yeah, I got children. Why?
Because I'm missing a lot of baby merchandise as well. And
You know what? You really cruising for a this morning, okay? Because you don't call somebody on their off day accusing them of stealing.
okay, here's what I got to do. Are you coming into the office so I can talk with you?
I'm not coming nowhere on my off day.
Well, then what's going to happen, Miss Tanya, is I'm going to have to actually come to your home, check your closet. I'm going to have to check your kids and see if they're
do what?
check and see if they're wearing merchandise that comes from this.
Come to my house if you want to, and they gonna take your ass up out of here in a body bag.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. You don't call nobody. I bust my ass at that store. You understand me? I work hard for y'all, okay?
You've been busting.
You call here accusing me of stealing. I ain't stole from nobody. I don't have to steal. That's why I work all day. You understand me?
I think you've been busting your butt taking stuff is what you've been doing. You've been
took from nobody. You understand me? I do not steal.
I'm going to come over there. I'm checking your closets.
Things, but it ain't no thief. You understand
And
me?
I'm checking your babies as well, and I'm making...
You check my babies and see what happens. You put your hands on any damn thing in here and see what happens. Okay?
I don't want to have to drag your butt.
Over here. You going to drag somebody? Oh, now you threatening me?
I don't want to drag you out of your house.
Security guard. You a tough security guard. You like your job that much? You willing to die for that? Huh?
Who said anything about me dying?
I did. Come over here, and that's what's going to happen. That's what happens. When you with people on their off day, you get hurt, okay? I get a couple of damn days off, and y'all going to call me with this
So are you threatening me now?
I'm threatening you. Didn't you just call and say you was coming over here?
Yes, I did.
Your over here. Bring your Bring your security guard.
I'm on my Don't let me tell you something.
Okay?
I can have you brought up on charges. You know that?
Bring me up on charges and see what happens.
That's
Bring
it.
me up on charges. See if you get that far.
I'm on my way over there now to check you and your kids. You understand me?
Come over here to check me and my kids and see how they check your up out of here.
Let me tell you something.
You ain't got to tell me. You ain't got nothing to tell me. You ain't got nothing else to tell me, okay?
Why don't you go ahead and tell me what you took? Maybe I'll go light on you. I'll go light on you.
You think I'm stupid or something? You sound like a damn fool. Why don't you tell me what you took? I ain't took.
I bet you're teaching your little kids over there how to steal too, aren't you?
What? What you teach your little ugly kids?
Hey! Now you will not.
Hey! Don't call me with this on my off day.
Let me tell you one more. Are you listening to me? I got one more thing to say to you.
You ain't got nothing else to say to me.
Are you listening?
What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked from your sister Cynthia.
Okay. So you and that broad want to play games, okay? Y'all want to play, right? Y'all got jokes. I got a joke for both of y'all, okay? I'm around here taking care of her and all her little ugly kids, and she gonna play with me and my off day. All right.
Tanya, she told me, she said, that Tommy be pranking people. You can't nobody get me with that old crazy stuff. How come them people don't know somebody calling and tripping with this? She told me you thought you couldn't be God.
That's all right. Y'all got me. It's all good. It's all good. Well, I love you. I love you, Nephew Tommy. I got something bug like.
All right, let me ask you one more thing. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Now, somebody call y'all.
Oh, my God.
Do you think you really going in?
I'm not turning myself in.
Right away.
I don't care if you got my number. I'm not coming up.
I'm quitting right away.
Yeah.
I quit.
We need you to come down so we can talk about this. How many people you really think gonna come down there?
Anybody finna come down?
No, sir. What you got going on?
I got a lot going on. I got to thank everybody in Detroit. We sold out the Fox Theater. Me, Earthquake, John Pops, Witherspoon. Oh my God, Dominique, Rodman's still a beast, man.
That's good.
So next show coming up is Columbus,
so
Columbus,
what was you
Georgia.
doing in the club?
Me and Earthquake look like two old ass men in the club. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Both of y'all 50.
Club. You know what? How deep do you have to get in the club to know I'm too old to be in there?
Jay, it take about 8. It's about 8 steps, Jay, when you say, this ain't where we not supposed to be here, man.
Put your suit on.
Remember that happened to you and Boom or something, Steve, a while ago?
No, that happened to Boom and Johnny. Somebody's kids call and go, we was all together and they said, hey, man, ain't Mr. Harvey friend named Boomerang? First he said, it's these two old dudes in these clubs with these hats on and these suits. And everybody looking at them.
That was me and
But then
Earthquake.
they kept describing what they had on. And then the little dude say, man, ain't Mr. Harvey bodyguard big? He got on a pink suit.
That's him.
I said, that's it.
We gotta go. All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Nephew Tommy. Up next, it is the Strawberry Letter. Subject: you can't hide a beautiful body.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for my Strawberry Letter for today. And listen, guys, if you need advice on relationships, on dating, on work, on sex, on parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. Okay?
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
We could be reading yours just like we're reading this one. Subject: you can't hide a beautiful body. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a 30-year-old single woman without any children, and I've been dating a 41-year-old man that has 3 young daughters. We've been together for 5 months. And all of a sudden, he does not approve of how I dress. He told me that I dress as if I want attention from other men and not like a wholesome woman. I'm a full-time legal assistant at a popular law firm, and I take law classes at night. At work, I'm in heels and pencil skirts, and on the weekends, I dress for whatever the occasion is, and it's my own personal style. I have a beautiful, curvy body, and at my age, I don't see the problem with me wearing a top that shows a little stomach or a dress that shows off my curves. He didn't have a problem with how I dressed when he met me, but now he has been talking about it nonstop. I recently met his daughters, and I was dressed appropriately in jeans and a sweatshirt. He still said that I need to do better at presenting myself in a more wholesome manner. When he and I met, it was not wholesome, so why does he want me to seem wholesome now? I never intended to be a role model for his children. He says he wants me to be more like his friend's wife, and that's all fine and good if I were an older stay-at-home mom, but I'm not. Why is he bringing this up now and trying to change me? I'm at the point where I want to settle down, and he could be the one, but obviously I'm not the woman he really wants. Could this be a deal breaker? Please advise. Well, you know what? It depends on how you look at it. It could be a deal breaker if he's like this controlling dude, that wants to tell you how to dress and, compare you to other women like he's doing in this letter, all of that. It could be that, or it could be he's considering you for a little more serious role in his life, because I don't understand why he would even be concerned about how you're dressing if you're not dressing like, a stripper or something in front of his friends and daughters. Dressing for him in private is one thing, but there is something to be said about appropriate dress in front of others, especially young, impressionable girls. I'll give him that, although you said you were dressed properly when you met his daughters in jeans and a sweatshirt. You didn't say that your tummy was out. You didn't say any of that. I mean, this guy does sound controlling. He does sound bossy after only 5 months in. And remember what he's doing now, how he's talking to you now. You guys haven't even made the 6-month mark. That's how it's going to be in a relationship and into a marriage. So you're going to have to decide if that's what you want. I mean, you have your own personal style, and you said you don't see anything wrong. I mean, that's what's fashionable. Crop tops are fashionable. As long as you're...
Shirley had on one in the DR. With her fast ass. And she ain't even 30, lady.
At all. At all. I mean, you could do things tastefully, but we were at the beach. Can we just say that, Steve? We were, it was a swim party and everything.
We wasn't at no beach. We was on the inside in the auditorium.
But when
I saw you, I don't know where you came from.
From the beach.
Didn't look like beach clothes. Carla didn't have on that.
Anyway, back to the letter. You can't hide a beautiful body is the subject. So, even though you never intended to be a role model for his children, sometimes we're thrust in those positions. You're dating this guy and he does have daughters, so you have to consider that when you are around them. You're not their mom or anything, but they are. If you're around their dad, they are looking to you for certain things. So, I'm not telling you to cover up and dress like a nun from head to toe or anything like that. But be mindful, especially around the daughters, of how you're presenting yourself. just do that for their sake, okay? Come out of yourself for a little bit and just do that for their sake. As far as you and this guy goes, time will only tell if he continues to be controlling. He sounds like a nagger and all that already, but you got to decide if you want to deal with that, because it's not going to get any better. And yeah, when you're fine and beautiful, you can't hide it. You cannot. Steve?
Let it out. Well, this is a real simple fix right here. Appreciate everything you said, Shirley. Here's the other side of the coin.
Thank you.
See, the way you dress, that's how you got him. The way you look, that's how you got him. See, he liked all that when he saw you. That's what got his attention. You had what he wanted. That's why y'all together now. The little pencil skirts, the tight fit, the crop tops, the cleavage showing, the wrap skirts, the fitted sweaters. Y'all go out on weekends. You dress how you want. Bam. That's what got it. But now he want to change. Well, see, the problem he got now is he probably need a nun. He need to date somebody that's a little bit different than you. And I'm going to tell you why. First I'm going to get into this right here. You 30 and he 41. That's 11 years. That's a gap. That's a gap. And it's a real gap when it's more than an 11-year distance. 11-year difference is probably more. Because he's probably an older 41, if you know what I mean. He probably an old stuck-up 41. Then you might just be a little bit younger 30. But you a lawyer. You work at a law firm. You got a career. You got to go to work appropriate. You can't go in there looking like anything. Like you can't go to work looking like you a case. So I think you're okay right there. I think what's really happening here is this 11-year age difference is bigger than 11 years, because in his mind, he wants something else. He wants something else from you now. And now he trying to shape you like that because he turned around and said it. He wants you to dress like his friend's wife. And you said that'd be fine if you was a 40-some-year stay-at-home mom. Mm-hmm. But you ain't got no kids. I don't know what he wants. But you all have to decide, is what you want from him worth giving him what he wants from you?
All right, we'll come back with part 2 of your response at 23 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter, Steve. Let's get to part 2 of your response. Subject, you can't hide a beautiful body.
Well, this 30-year-old lady married this old-ass 41-year-old man with these 3 damn daughters. Now, she ain't got no kids. They've been together 5 months. He don't approve now how she dressed. You know, he says you dress like he want attention from other men. See, that's crazy. Because, see, you dressed, got attention from him. Now that he got you, he don't want nobody else paying attention to you. This is the beginning of something greater now. I really do believe that this dressing is the beginning of something greater. And like Shirley said, he could be very controlling. Next thing you know, you can't wear this. Next thing you know, why you going over there. Next thing you know, why you spending that. Next thing you know, I don't want you driving that car no more. Next thing you know, you ain't gonna have no friends. I don't see a problem with me wearing a top to show a little stomach or a dress that shows off my curves. He ain't have a problem with you dress how he met me. You doggone right he didn't. But now he been talking about it nonstop. That's because some of his damn friends is looking at you. Oh. See, now he's starting to notice some of the other men looking at you. Now he feeling sort of inadequate. You know, I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. He feeling some little bit of insecurity too, I think. I recently met his daughters and I was dressed appropriately in jeans and a sweatshirt. He still said I need to do a better presenting myself in a more wholesome manner. What the hell is wholesome?
That's what I'm saying. How does he want her to dress? Covered up from head to toe?
So why he want me to seem wholesome now? I never intend to be a role model for his children. Okay, now let me explain something. You can't say that. Can't say that to him, man. I ain't trying to be no damn role model for your damn kids.
Steve.
Can't say that. Don't say that, lady. He ain't gonna handle that good. All right. He says he wants me to be more like his friend's wife, and that's all fine and good. Well, he should marry his friend's wife. He should just go date have his friend's wife introduce him to some of her friends. They old, 3 kids.
Stay at home, mom.
Yeah. Drive a minivan. It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you're going to get out this little fancy-ass car you got. You're going to get yourself a minivan. Get down here to this damn Save-A-Lot and get you some damn groceries.
Wow.
Hey, look at it that way.
Save-A-Lot.
It's what you going to do. Why is he bringing this up now and trying to change me? I'm at the point where I want to settle down, and he could be the one, but obviously I'm not the woman he really wants. Well, now hold on. Let's just take these last 2 statements. I'm at the point where I'm ready to settle down, and he could be the one. Could be the one. But obviously I'm not the woman he really wants. Okay, he could be the one, but obviously I'm not the woman he really wants. Could this be a deal breaker? It could be a deal breaker. I think what you should do, though, is wait a little while and just see how it go. Don't make a commitment. Just stay in this relationship and see how it go. See how heavy he gets with what he want. Some of the little changes you can make in your dress might be good for you, but then some of it might not be what you want to do. You can't just totally flip the script for this man and he ain't flipping the script for you. I would flip the script for a woman if she flipped the script for me.
Just as long as I get flipped, that's all that matters. Flip me.
Stupid.
Got to get flipped now.
You don't really want no woman flipping you.
That's what
That's why it's so funny, Jay.
Hey, Jay, the women he used to date, big slab now, big honey now.
Big honey.
Flipping his ass for real.
It ain't gonna go like you playing once a week.
No, Jay, that's how he like it.
Jay, you ain't been flipped, boy.
No, I won't be flipped, Tommy.
I don't either. Oh,
Circus?
yeah. How come I'm facing the headboard?
That's not a good feeling, Tommy. I don't know what you're doing in there. No. Once you flip me, the first thing coming out, hey, where this going? Whoa, what we doing here?
Call a sexual timeout.
It's too hard.
Can't flip me, man.
Because usually when you get flipped, it's followed by shut up.
Yeah.
Wow, what do you mean shut
I'm about to
up?
say, as soon as you get flipped, you lose. Your respect is taken.
No.
Man, you're not going to talk to me like that now.
No. If you keep getting flipped, it follows up with a slap.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, man.
This is scary.
Well, this is, now that you look at it, Tommy.
Also, Shirley,
I was doing light flipping. This is aggressive flipping.
Also, once you get flipped, you get this. Baby, fix my plate. Fix your damn own self plate. That's what you do.
I can't get a sandwich? I can't get a sandwich?
No.
I ain't in the kitchen.
Also, once you get flipped, it's going to be, so you're going to just leave the covers off me like that?
This starting to look real ugly right
here.
You don't want to get flipped?
Yeah, take your flip back, Tommy. Yeah. Yeah, but Steve, it seems like he's getting progressively worse, though. They've only been together for 5 months, and he keeps bugging her and nagging her about this.
I mean, it's the beginning of something more.
Yeah, and it's happening now.
Controlling is not fun.
And this is just 5 months. So what if they're in a full-fledged relationship, and this is how he is.
if he's controlling and you have nothing to say, it's just one. Just remember this old saying right here.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Okay. Or the deer. The deer should have one too.
Okay. All right. Look, we got to go. Email us or Instagram us, guys. Your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, J. Anthony Brown's Evil Things to Do Before Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Such an evil
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, all of us here at the Steve Harvey Morning Show, we can hardly wait till Christmas. Most of us, right? Except for you know who, Bitter Man / the Grinch. We call him the Grinch around Christmas. J. Anthony Brown, Steve, is here, your friend now. This is his segment. He's calling it Evil Things to Do for Christmas.
Give it to me, Jay.
I don't know why I have been dubbed the evilest one on this show, because I'm not the evilest one on this show.
You damn sure the most.
Well, you the only one.
Yeah, you are, Jay.
Yeah,
Right.
not the evilest. You the evil. We didn't have evil till you got yours.
Yeah, you
Never
brought
even
evil
discussed
in.
All right. These are evil things to do over the holidays by yours truly, J. Anthony Brown. Number one, get yourself a lawn chair and go to one of those stores, electronic stores, and just sit outside and watch people try to put a big-ass TV in a little-ass car. That is so
That's evil.
That's so much fun. Bring a lunch. Just bring a
That
lunch.
Kona won't make it.
Yeah, the best part is when the guy who works there says, "Sir, I've got to go back inside."
Yeah.
That's the best part. That is the best part. There you go. Evil ass thing to do for the holidays. Load up 4 or 5 baskets.
Okay.
Just load up like you're gonna shop.
And
just walk out and leave them, because you know somebody got to put that stuff back up.
Leave it in the store. You're not buying any of it?
You ain't buying
That's
that
wrong, Jay. That's wrong.
That's evil, Jay. That's evil.
Oh, this is a real good one here.
What?
Come out of the store. Go to your car.
Okay.
Back out. Pull back in. Back out. Pull back in. Back out. Pull back in. And then
get out.
Then get out. Go in. And then come back out. Back out. Pull back in.
You
Oh
make
my
some people
God,
mad,
that's so
boy.
much fun. That's
Steve,
so
get,
much
Steve, get your friend. Get your friend.
There's some
Steve.
people think they got a parking space coming.
Oh
man.
my God! Just the look on their face, like, he's lit. He's not leaving. Look, he's going back in. He's back out there. What the hell? Here's another one. This is so much fun.
What?
Put all your trash in a big box. Wrap it up in Christmas paper. Put a bow on it. Go to the mall, set it on the hood of your car, and just watch people steal it. It is so much fun.
I like that.
Oh my God!
I love that one.
God. To see them drive around like, oh, there's a box on the car, and you're like, get it. So much fun.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
This is a
Steve,
good one.
please
Here's
get
another one. Here's
him.
another one. Get on the elevator. Wait till you see somebody with a whole lot of packages in their hands. Say, hurry up! Come on, I got it. I'm holding the elevator for you. Run! I got it. And when they get there, you let that door close. Right in their damn face. Right
evil.
Grinch. And then you got to yell out as it's going on. I tried to hold it.
Yeah, right.
I do that a lot, Jay.
You do
Just
that?
on the elevator, yeah, I don't want to ride with nobody. I try to act like I'm trying to press the button. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry. All right, here's another one. Get in line where Santa Claus is.
Okay.
Sit on Santa's lap and hold up the line. Just pull out a long-ass list. Just till the kids get irritated to where they start crying. And then I want a car. Then want to get a new house. Just as long as you can talk to Santa, the better. Oh, here's another one. This is real good. Get you a stuffed. This is a good one. This is a good one here. Get you a stuffed Santa Claus. Tied to the hood of your car, and then drive around like you hit Santa Claus. Just what?
Hey, that's evil.
Like one of them inflatable Santa Claus, load up and then tied to the hood and drive by schools. And hey, what's going on?
Oh, the little kids. Oh,
All right, this is a real good one here. This is kind of tricky.
What are we doing here?
Evil things to do over the holidays.
Okay.
J. Anthony Brown. Find your ex-girlfriend
Yes.
Right on the back of her car. Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho. But here's the catcher. Here's the catcher.
What's the catcher?
2 of the ho-hos have been written by paint that will wash off when it rains. So in the back of the car it just said, Merry Christmas, ho. And that's so much fun. That is so much.
That one don't come off.
You know you're wrong for that one.
Only one is permanent. The other 2 gonna come off. Oh, and last but not least, because you know these people are so serious. You gotta go to a Kwanzaa party. Dressed like Santa Claus. Oh my God.
They gonna lose their mind.
Oh my God.
Oh, they gonna lose their mind.
You
They gonna run your ass out of there.
It started. I mean, for real.
Golly, man. Jay, you ain't lying. I got a cousin, man, who celebrate Kwanzaa and do not play. No, they do not play.
Seriously, man, I got a family member do that too, man. I just
What?
I be trying to be respectful of them. I said, but dog, I can't. Hey, man, why don't you get back to your African roots? I said, bro, I'm in touch with my actual root, but I do like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even understand what Christmas is. I might not. But I sure don't understand what Kwanzaa is. So let's me and you. I said, but just understand, dog. My whole life I grew up with Christmas.
Yes.
I just kind of like it. I ain't finna stop.
Yeah.
You should stop. Every black person should stop. No, dog, that's a hard sell.
Yeah.
I can't celebrate a holiday the same age as me. Christmas way older than me.
Yeah.
Me and Kwanzaa both got here at the same time.
How long is Kwanzaa? It's a certain amount of days?
Like
7 days.
Like a week,
7 days.
7 days. Yeah.
It's cool for the people that do it, man, but they be on such an anger for you not joining in.
Well, for those of you who celebrate Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
And for those of you, who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas.
And for everybody to celebrate Happy Hanukkah.
Happy all of that, yeah.
Just happy holidays.
Yeah.
To everybody out there, do you.
And everybody
I do want to see Santa Claus go to this Kwanzaa party, though.
All right. Listen, coming up, it is week 14 of the NFL. Steve, guess what? Pimpin in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is that time, week 14 of the NFL. You know who's in the building, the one, the only Pimpin.
I'm early. I can't have no time. I'm early. I ain't have time for a proper introduction. I had to get on in here. Cleveland. Them damn Browns won the game. I had to give it.
You're early, Pimpin.
On time, you know what I'm saying?
Get in here fast.
I'm talking about man got up in here. I fell off up in here, man. Yeah, you know, like this noise, like this one. Woo! Flew right up in here, man.
Why you so happy, Pimpin?
Cause the Browns won.
I knew it.
What do the pimps do when the Browns win? Pimp?
Yeah.
We pimp. What you think we do? Pimpin' today, you like this here that I got on?
That's
Yeah,
nice.
man, it's nice, man.
It's nice. You know what? I wore this, man, just for the Browns today. This is Black Panther.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You know they was
That's
playing
Panther?
the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, this Panther.
Okay.
Panther, not Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Pamper.
Panther. See, you can't get Panther nowhere. It ain't enough Black Panthers to make up a damn pajama set.
Yeah.
But this Panther, though,
Panther.
they just sell this in Cleveland at Mr. Albert's. This is the only one got this right here. This called Panther. Black Panther. It's nasty, though, ain't it?
It's nice.
Like
Smooth.
that. You know, and I stole a collar from James Wilder at the fight. I wore these chicken feathers around my neck.
That's chicken.
Just not as much, but that's all right. Cleveland came in for the win.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's up, Junior?
What's happening, Pimpin?
I don't even really care how I did.
That's what I'm about to
26
say.
to 20.
That's all you need to know, Pimpin.
Well, let's go down the list anyway, because I might have something to say anyway. You know, what's up, Shirley?
Hello, good morning, Pimpin. How you doing? I'm
Right
good.
there, right there.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
That was real good. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? What's up with you? What's up, Junior?
What's happening, Pimpin, man? You my
Jay?
hero.
What up, Pimpin? How you doing, man?
And what's his name?
You don't know his name, Pimpin?
The nephew?
He be hating, man. He been hating on me a little bit
No,
lately.
ain't no
So
hate
what's
over
up?
here.
Hey, watch it. I told you quit trying to talk like me. Stay.
I said ain't no hate over here.
Yeah, you're always trying to talk smooth. You ain't smooth.
I'm sexy, first and foremost.
You ain't neither one of them. Damn, dog. Who been lying to you? Okay,
Let's
go
see how you
ahead. So
did,
what's
man.
happening?
Let's see how you did, man. New York Jets at Buffalo. Jets win 27-23.
Nah, I think I picked Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't have to ask this one. Carolina at Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
Browns
you gonna
win.
bring it up right now?
Yeah.
I picked Cleveland. Cleveland picked them. Picked it.
26-20.
Picked it. Yeah. Man, that was good, man. What else you got?
I got Atlanta at Green Bay, and the Packers won 34-20.
I forgot who I picked.
Picked it.
Got him.
Baltimore at Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chiefs win 27-24.
Mm-hmm.
Picked it. Pretty sure. Tell him, Junior.
Got you, Pimpin.
New Orleans at Tampa Bay.
Hell yeah, I picked that one.
Picked it.
You better know I'm on a roll.
Saints won 28-14. Let's see what you did with this. New England Patriots went to Miami, and the Dolphins won 34-32.
Tell him, Junior.
Picked it.
Last play of the game, 34-33.
We take it.
New York Giants at Washington Redskins, and the Giants
Tell him,
won
Junior.
40-16.
I'm walking all over your ass this week. I ain't even know I was this good. I've been just cheering for the Browns. Next thing I know, I'm whooping everybody.
Indianapolis at Houston, Texas, and the Colts win 24-21.
Damn, I set up and pulled for y'all.
We sorry about that.
Hey, we ain't sorry.
Well, I ain't saying you sorry, but you lost. You ain't the Browns this week. That's what
Cincinnati at Los Angeles Chargers, and the Chargers won 26-21.
Yep.
Picked it.
Killing.
Uh-huh.
I'm
All
back.
right. Denver at San Francisco. 49ers win 20-14.
Nah, I think I picked Denver on that one.
Picked Denver on that one.
Okay.
How they had went up there and lost. They ain't got nobody on the 49.
You don't know what player name.
Philadelphia. Philadelphia at Dallas, and the Cowboys win 29-23.
What went wrong right there?
Was that my push game?
That was your push game, though.
So everything cool with me. I didn't give a damn.
That was the pitch.
How about this one? Pittsburgh at Oakland, and the Raiders won 24-21.
Hell, no, I don't know how that happened. I picked Pittsburgh. I don't even like Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You don't even know what went on.
All right. Detroit at Arizona, and the Lions win 17-3.
Picked it.
Detroit. Got to get the players up there. City Slickers and Broadway Jacks up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go ahead. What?
And Los Angeles Rams at Chicago, and Chi-Town won last night.
Man, I don't know how the hell that happened. I ain't never seen no mess like
15-6, some crazy number.
that. I'm glad, though. I didn't pick them, though.
Mm-hmm. All right. And who you got for tonight, Pimpin? Tonight, Monday Night Football, Minnesota at Seattle.
Oh, Seattle, man.
Okay. All right, Pimpin.
Russell Wilson, married to the bad chick.
Sierra. Sierra.
Hell, if he don't win the game, he done won the game.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how you do it.
How he gonna lose? You know what I'm saying? It's like that, man.
Oh, man.
It was all good, man. What I do, Junior?
You only lost 3 games, Pimpin. That's
Woo.
it. Only 3.
That's quite
Only
impressive.
9-3,
Pimpin.
Pimpin. That's pretty good.
Pimpin be picking. But
I
you know the
Pimpin'
difference
be
is,
picking.
the reason I really pick so good, Shirley,
Why, Pimpin? Why?
because I don't really be picking.
Oh.
I be choosing.
That's what pimps do.
All right,
This is
Pimpin.
what it sounds like when pimps cry.
We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Congratulations are in order for former President Barack Obama. Of course, he was the 44th commander-in-chief. He topped the list of the most beloved celebrities among millennials. His wife, Michelle Obama, was a close second, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson rounding out the top three.
Rock, baby.
Where was
Yeah.
Trump?
Rock, wow.
Others include,
Where was Trump?
he's on the list. Well, he's favored among men, I'll say that.
He on the WTF list. Go ahead, Shirley.
He's favored amongst men.
Yeah, okay. Others include Rihanna, Beyonce, LeBron James, Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, Bill Gates, Serena Williams, Steph Curry, and to answer your question, Steve, Donald Trump is on the list for millennials' favorite just among men, though. The women, no, but the men, yes.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
What
what
men
the
are
list
these?
is.
But you know, I think
Millennials.
it speaks a lot, man, when you're talking about what people, they like the fact that he then had Playboy bunnies and porn stars and
That's what they look at.
paid them off and rolling with them. There's people that like that, man.
Yeah.
But the morality of the presidency is really no place for that. You know, I was thinking the other day, man,
What, Steve?
you know, the support that the Republicans are giving this guy is so unfounded. My question to the Republican Party, if this was a Democratic president that was doing all of this,
Oh, my God.
would you
Oh,
support that?
No.
If Obama, just Obama.
Would
Oh.
you support that if he was a Democratic president? What would you be saying about it then? And I promise you it would be totally different. This is just about party, man. This is
Yeah,
party
party
over
over
people.
Mhm.
At every angle, because there's no way. I don't care who you are, man. You got to know this sucks.
Yeah.
You got to know, man. This ain't right. And that tweet over the weekend, that proves it. You know, I'm clear. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, this clears
The
the president.
findings.
No
now
collusion.
that they done got, man, dog, they tying this up, man. But you know, you can't indict a sitting president.
But they're even talking about changing that.
But you know, the other day, that's what I was saying. You can indict him, but you can't. You can't. It's something you
impeach
can't
him.
do. Right, but you can't indict. You can't bring charge. I don't know what it is you can't do, but he's sitting there snug as a bug, man.
Well, I
It ain't nothing gonna happen to his kids, and rightfully so. He gonna pardon them. So if you give them some time, they gonna get pardoned.
Yeah.
I mean, and if I was a president, you ain't sending my kids to prison.
Yeah.
No, you'll pardon your kids, no matter what.
Oh hell yeah! I don't, yeah, and y'all can quit talking about he shouldn't
all of
pardon
them.
them. They should be held to the highest level of the law. Yeah, they should, but they ain't.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna pardon you, but I'm gonna whoop your ass.
But these people voted for this man. You know, it really
and
ticks
we'll
me
probably
off.
vote again in 2020.
It's people who think I voted for him. It's people who think I'm a
That
Donald
Steve
Trump
Harvey
supporter.
voted for him?
Oh, they
Yeah,
think
yeah.
y'all friends, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
dog,
y'all-
dog,
We get all
it's-
that aftermath, but
dog,
trust me,
it's
we get it.
people that think that I'm like support him. They don't even understand. Man. They don't even understand. But it is what it is. You just gotta keep living.
Yeah. Well, the most important thing is that you voted. That's what I say. That you voted, period.
For Hillary and then her ass had nothing not to win. She ran this ignorant ass campaign.
Yeah.
She didn't go to. Should have went to Milwaukee.
Yeah. All right, listen, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, last night the stars came out to salute the man, the hero, the legend that is Quincy Jones. Oprah Winfrey, Stevie Wonder, Fantasia, Usher, Jennifer Hudson, Charlie Wilson, Danny Glover, LL Cool J, John Legend, Will Smith, and more. Take a listen.
Welcome to Q85. This is a musical celebration for our beloved Quincy Jones, a man, a hero, an icon.
Quincy Jones was, is, and will always be the dude.
I love it. I love it. Great show. It was really
Cute,
a
baby.
spectacular show. Yeah. I'm so glad they're giving him his flowers while he's still here.
Yeah, that's probably the worst
right.
clip we could have played, though. Might have been a great show, but the worst clip we could have possibly played.
What didn't you like about it?
What did it say?
Oh. Well, what did you want it to say that it didn't
What
say?
crazy ass clip? What did it say?
What did you want it to say? Do you need to hear it
I
again?
hear a tribute or something. Somebody. Who? I ain't know. Oprah did talking, and then that was it.
You wanted to hear Q say something. Killer Joe, his music in the background. Yeah.
I'm going to find you a clip, dog. Let me find you.
Man, thank you.
The worst
You hold
possible
tight.
clip
I'll
we
give
could
you
have
one.
ever played.
I'm surprised you weren't there, Steve.
What did it say?
Oh, my God.
They don't ask me to come do stuff.
Well, the stars were there to celebrate Q's 85th birthday and his contributions to music, film, and television, his work as a humanitarian, and success as a Grammy Award-winning singer, composer, and producer, plus highlighting his relationship with Michael Jackson. And you know, that was a bond right there. I mean, the hits that they made together. Oh, Lord.
Hit after hit after hit.
Mm-hmm. And Steve, you know Quincy, and of course you knew Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah, I knew Quincy pretty good. I've been to his house a couple times. Great brother, man. I love the dude.
Yeah.
I love him. I love him. He deserves everything he gets, man. He's so powerful in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
He changed music. He really did. Man.
Yeah. Such a
Definitely.
great producer. Yeah.
But he knew music.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Oh, yeah.
he knew music.
Yep, ins and outs.
He knew bands. He wasn't just dropping beats and sampling stuff. He was writing music. You're right. That's what he was doing.
Writing music.
Writing.
Composing.
No.
Yes.
Whole nother level.
More?
No,
You
he
writing
on a whole
symbols?
nother thing. He doing stuff that artists today and even I would know nothing about.
Yeah, remember We Are the World back in that.
Oh,
in
yeah,
yeah,
man.
with Michael Jackson and
Classic.
to put all those stars in one room and get something like that. That song was incredible. All those
And
Michael
first time
Jackson.
The first time you saw it, you had chills. It was like,
Yeah.
this is great. Yeah.
To Bob Dylan.
We are the world.
He works for his fans,
stupid.
Steve.
Bob Dylan said, man, you still mad about that part?
Man.
That was in the 80s, right? 85 or something.
You don't
Steve?
let go of that.
Nothing.
Couple things I
Nothing.
wasn't letting go.
There's a price we'll pay.
Well, another entertainment news. All right, hang tight, everybody. Coming back with our last break of the day and Steve's closing remarks right after this at 49 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, Steve, guys. Last break of the day. Steve, send us home with some great closing remarks for today. Had a good day today.
Hey, my closing remarks today is something that I want to share with you all that I've been kind of dealing with a lot lately, and I mean a lot. And the only reason I'm sharing it with you because I think there's quite a few people who can relate to this, the thing that I'm trying to correct in my thinking. You know, the Bible says be anxious for nothing. And I'm pretty sure there are people who could explain this a lot better than me. But being anxious for nothing means, you know, in other words, don't worry so much about what's going to happen. Don't want something so badly that it consumes you. Don't keep worrying about something that you want to see happen, that you're expecting to receive, that you want to be gifted, that you want to acquire, whatever it is. Be anxious for nothing. Now, that's hard to do. It really is, because naturally as people, including myself, me personally, I have a tendency to focus on the things that I want. Here's the problem with it. Here's a twofold problem with it. When you focus on what you want, number one, focusing on it shows a lack of faith. Because everything you've ever needed, I mean, really, just ask yourself, hasn't God always done it? I mean, what you needed. You may not get everything you want. Everything you want ain't good for you. I can tell you that right now. I've wanted a whole lot of stuff turned out not to be good for me. But everything you've needed, God has taken care of. So being anxious for his will to be done, I mean, being anxious for him to do something in your life, which is something he's always done. It just exhibits a lack of faith when you become anxious for stuff. The second part of it is it causes you to lose focus on what you already have. And once you lose focus for what you already have, you are no longer showing the level of gratitude that you need to exhibit in order to move your life forward to the next level. That's a dangerous trap, and I find myself in it oftentimes. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. So what I'm trying to learn and teach myself and become comfortable with is how not to be anxious for nothing, realizing that God has always taken care of me. God has always taken care of you. God has never been late in this world. He ain't ever been late, not now, single time. He always comes through with everything you need. He may not come when you want him, but he ain't never late. So I have to get comfortable in knowing that he has always come through for me. He has always delivered for me. So why am I being anxious? And in my anxiousness for what I don't have, I now cause myself to lose sight and show the proper amount of gratitude for what I do have. And gratitude is one of the major components of the principles of success, because the more you are grateful for, the more God will give you to be grateful for. You see, so sometimes I trick myself out of blessings by overthinking it, over wanting it. I mean, I'm not saying you're not supposed to want anything anymore. You will. But don't be anxious for it. Don't be sitting up fretting about it. He gonna do what he's supposed to do. And then, in another word, God don't really need your help to accomplish nothing. He really don't. He can get all this done without you. Get out the way. So, that's something right there. It's been one of the main focuses. And when I get it right, when I'm not anxious for nothing, and I do show the right amount of gratitude for what I've already been given, it releases pressure from me. You've heard old people say, if you're going to pray about it, don't worry about it. And if you're going to worry about it, don't pray about it. And, sometimes in my anxiousness, I'm praying for stuff over and over and over. But, if you're going to pray about it, you got to not worry about it. But if you're anxious for something, you're worrying about it. You're just worrying about it. And that right there is not the way that it's done. It's just not the way it's done. And I've been learning over the past month or so really how to focus on that a lot better. And that may be something that you might be looking at too or going through. And I just wanted to share that with you because, it could be something that you might be dealing with too. And I'm just sharing with you that you ain't the only one going through it. You ain't the only one feeling some kind of way about it. That in actuality, a lot of people might be doing it, and we doing it injustice to ourselves. So be anxious for nothing. Trust in the fact that God has always taken care of you, way better than you've taken care of yourself. Those are my closing remarks.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.